Morning, I got this open in Pro 2016, and it's pretty much in the same condition that you uploaded it in. As I understand it, you want to raise the slab 32 inches, and that's what you've done. You raised it 32 inches, but you didn't raise the house. So I got to do some checking first. I'm going to check, since this is a one-story house, I'm going to go to Edit Default Settings, Floor, on the first floor, and see what you have set there. Floor is 0. Okay, you got about a 9-foot ceiling. Okay, I'm assuming that's correct. Okay, I'm going to check this big box here and see what it says. Ah, right. This is not how you do it. I'm going to put default in there and put it back to 0. I'm going to go in the garage and do the same thing. You don't raise the floor when you want to raise the floor. You lower the terrain. But how could you have known that? Because it's kind of counterintuitive. So, okay, now we have everything set back to default heights. I don't know if the foundation has responded, but it probably did. Nah, not yet. Let me hit F12. That's F12 rebuilds walls, floors, and ceilings. Okay. So I'm going to go down to the foundation level. Why has it got a porch back there? Oh, you've got a porch back. I see. I didn't check that. Yeah. That is 0. Okay. Oops. I don't want to open that. I want to open the space in between. 0 above. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. I was just checking that the software has carried out my new orders, which is to make everything 0 relative to floor level. Take a look at it. Okay. I see. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to go up here to this porch area, and on the structure tab, it's marked floor supplied by foundation room below. Don't ever use that. Use this, floor under room. Now we go back to the camera, and it looks all better. And so I need to make sure that all the rooms are just set that way. It's a common mistake. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the foundation supplies the structural floor, but it doesn't supply the floor, and not in this program. So those settings are wrong. You notice I've been ignoring those error messages. Kind of back where we were. Okay, I got a deal here in the back. Same setting. Whatever this error message is here, I'm just skipping it because that's not part of the tutorial. Okay. Let me check the box here. What does it say now? Oh, I see. See there? For some reason, okay, that's correct. I bet all these that look funny are wrongly set. Yeah. I was looking at the floor below. I think that's how I overlooked that. Now that's down at a human height. Probably the same thing back here. Yep. Finished ceiling. That's ridiculous. That's what happens when the settings get wonky. and they tended to kind of go psychotic. And you have to carefully check them and insist that the default values get followed, and then it'll even out. See, this ceiling is wrong. I guess you have auto build roofs on because I think the roofs moved when I changed that dialog box. Maybe you want a tall ceiling, and I don't know. It's set to 9 feet. You didn't mention anything about that. Okay, now you want this 32 inches above grade. Let me show you how to do it. Now that I've straightened the model out, we're going to look at the model in a, ooh, there's a bad spot. Oh, I see. You're using auto build roofs. That's the reason that looks goofy. Yeah, okay. One thing at a time. Well, look at the house in a elevation camera. And we want see, let me do the front elevation. That'd be easy. I can use the garage door as a as a marker. Excuse me. Okay, there's the garage. For some reason it's below 0. Let me open the dialog box on the garage door. And sure enough, say it's set to 30 inches below the floor bottom. We'll change that to 0. Now it should pop up where it's supposed to be. What's a tall door? What is that? Oh, 96 and 20 feet wide. Okay. Let me draw it close. Okay, so there's the threshold, and you want this, or there's the porch, and you want 32 inches raised there. So I'm going to measure from the existing porch, which is at 0, down 32 inches. That'd be 24. There it is, 32. So right now, the terrain is about 9 inches below, and we want it at 32. So I'm going to double click on the terrain to open its dialog box, and we'll uncheck automatic. And this sets the height of the terrain plane. We'll set it to 33 inches, and that'll drop it down to where you want it. So now you have your porch raised, but your garage is goofily high. So probably what you want to do in here is lower its floor. I've turned off auto build roofs, so the roofs aren't going to be jumping around anymore. I'm going to go over here to the structure tab and lower the floor minus 32. That way you won't need a ramp to drive into the garage, and you've got your 32-inch high porch over here. Okay. We'll take this wall and this wall and open them up. They're currently invisible. We'll make them invisible. Make them into railings. Excuse me. We'll go to rail style and tell them what kind of rail. So we want balusters. And I'm not going to use the half posted wall. We'll leave that. I'm going to go to the materials. See if I can. We'll change the balusters. You see, if you're going to have iron, they wouldn't be wood. You get the idea. So I'm going to make them black. See if you got black. Yeah, there's black. And the newel, set that to black. One other thing we're going to do with the railing walls here, open them up, and I'm going to make them over here in rail style. I'm going to change them to posted beams so that we have something there to hold up the porch. And we'll go to newels and balusters and set the kind of newel. We'll make it round since they're metal, and we'll make the diameter 3. Shepherd walls are slightly out. Okay, that's your problem, it's not my problem. Okay, now this deal here, I'm going to just grab this little sliver of roof and put it back where it's supposed to go. The software just kind of slavishly follows the geometry that you put in, and you end up with goofy looking things like that. It's not goofy, it's just not good roof design. Whoops. Break there and drag this over here, and then drag this other corner down. This dialogue here, I never use it. I'm just going to say, don't show it again, and cancel it. Never have found a use for it. Simplify that line into one line, and then reattach the ridge. Okay, the only thing that still needs fixing is this roof here. Drag it over there. This comes down, I think, right there. I need to break it up one more time. Should go something like that. I'm going to use the join roof planes and see how it, okay, the program agrees with me. And just, the software by itself would never come up with that design, and it's, oh, see, we got some goofiness here. I'll just leave that. You can fix that yourself if you want to. But I think this is a much better, okay, I forgot to do the rails. Eyedropper that and get the rails. Yeah. And you can change the diameter of the balusters and so forth as you like. But I think this certainly answered your initial question. In this case, you lower the terrain. I put the garage on the ground level after I lowered the terrain, and this is at plus 32, like I think you wanted. Okay? I hope you learned something from this. Thanks for watching.